Morning students, welcome to today's lecture. Today we are going to study various types of personalities. Up till now we have learnt the determinants of personality, concept and features and definition of personality. So in continuation with the same, we'll be learning which are the various types of personality. So types of personality can be divided into 6 types. The first one is realistic personality. So those persons with this kind of personality, they are having required skill and strength which is required for physical activities. So whatever skill is required to perform some physical activities, or there are certain jobs, labor oriented jobs, which are most suitable for such kind of people. These people are most practical in their approach and they are very shy by nature, but their attitude is quite stable. So these people, we call them as realistic personalities, and they more prefer labor oriented jobs like mechanic, farmer, drill operator or floor worker, where they like to work under people, right? So they I mean working level or worker level, fourth level job, cadre job are more suitable for such kind of personalities, because they do have that much skill and strength required, which is required for all these kind of physical activities performed in the labor oriented jobs which I told just now, like being a mechanical or operator, floor worker, such type of cadres require such kind of physical skill and strength is required. So we do find all these qualities in realistic personalities. Second one is enterprising personality. So the name itself signifies that a person with the enterprising ability. These people are willing to take risk and always ready to grab the opportunity for better prospects. So as we say, entrepreneurs, definitely they have that ability to take risk and therefore they become entrepreneurs. So naturally enterprising personalities, they are willing to take more risk. Whatever opportunities are there on the way, they are ready to grab those opportunities, and they have they have influence on people, and they like to get work done from people. That means they want to be exercise power over other people. They like to get work done from people. They like to give orders, have authority, to be a boss. They are good boss actually, and they are self confident and ambitious. Of course entrepreneurs have to be confident. Unless and until you are self confident, you can't start your any business, or you can't be successful in that business. So confidence is more important, and these people are very ambitious. Entrepreneurs are never satisfied with present things. They keep on expanding their business. They always try new things. As I said, that they are ready to take big risk also. Okay, so they are always in the thought process of how to expand my business, right? And these people are more energetic and quick decision makers. Okay, of course entrepreneurs have to be energetic every time. They have to be very innovative, creative, and they have to think about new things, implement those things, whether they'll be successful or not, but they have to keep on trying all the things, right? So they are such type of people are quite energetic. And second important characteristic are they are quick decision makers. That means prompt decision making is very important for entrepreneurs. And because today if you don't take the decision, you may lose the opportunity. Somebody else may grab it, isn't it? So you should be very quick in decision making. Don't spend a lot of time in taking the right decision. So these people are good in decision. These are good decision makers, we can say. And therefore they prefer such kind of high risk occupations like a lawyer, manager, real estate broker, or or they can start their own business. Such people with such kind of qualities. Because if you look at lawyers also, if you look at managers, these people are having good influence on people. They do have a good impressive personality. They are quite confident, more energetic. You find these qualities in such professions, right? So that is called as enterprising personality. Next is social personality. So the name itself tells you that these people are very social, they're fond of people, they like to make new friends, they like to be surrounded by people, they like to share their feelings with people. Of course, every individual like to share their feelings with people, but these are special people who are called as social persons because they like to make friends, they like to spend time with them. All the time these people are surrounded by people. Okay, so they are more social and friendly. Of course, people get attracted towards those personalities who are very cheerful, joyful, and friendly, whose nature is very friendly, and those who are very frank. So naturally, these people are by nature very social and friendly. Also, they like to help people, so they are, we can say that they are cooperative in nature. Also, they have a good high level of understanding, because whenever you are going to meet people, whenever you are surrounded by people, you come across a variety of people who come from variety of background, different culture, isn't it? So it's not always possible that two people always have same kind of thought process and you'll agree upon the same thing in the same way. Your thinking process is different. Sometimes some conflicts may arise. So these social personalities, they definitely have high level of understanding, they understand people, they are quite matured, and they are always involved in social activities, do something good for the society. And they are, as I said, they are very cooperative, they are having a very helping nature to help others all the time. And therefore we find such type of people in professions like these people mostly they are social workers, teacher, professor, counselor, psychologist. So if you look after all these professions, these are the professions where you meet number of people all the time. You are you are surrounded by number of people. So you can say that these professions are more suitable for social personalities, and they are interested in social work, welfare of people. And one more thing is that not only your high level of understanding is required, or it's a good characteristic of these people, but at the same time these people are very adjustive and flexible. Okay, so they can easily make friends, they can easily convince people, and they are quite flexible, not rigid at all. They adjust themselves with the kind of a people they are surrounded by, the kind of environment they are living in. So we can say that they are quite adjustive personalities. Anywhere in any environment they are comfortable, they'll never complain about anything, because they are happy when they are surrounded by people. They like people, they like to share their feelings with people, they like to chat with people, and therefore they are happy when they are surrounded by a lot of people all the time. Okay, so such are the social personalities. Then we are having conventional personalities. Now these are rigid by nature, as against social personalities who are more adjustive and flexible. These conventional people are quite rigid and self-regulated. They are self-disciplined, you can call. They are more efficient and practical. They are less emotional, we can say, but mostly unimaginative also. So what are their features? They are self-regulated, efficient, practical, and unimaginative. Okay, so they prefer only kind of very regulated jobs like accountant, head clerk, corporate manager. Okay, so they don't like any ambiguous activities, they don't like any vague things. They are very self disciplined, orderly kind of professions. You find such type of people in, for example, accountancy. This accountancy is having its own rules and regulations, isn't it? This has to be debited and this has to be credited, isn't it? So real account, personal account, so these people will follow the rules and they'll just do the accounting work. Okay, so that kind of conventional personalities are, they are not creative, they are not imaginative also. So we don't find such type of people in creative fields like architecture, art, other sorts of art. And we don't find, these people are very self-disciplined and self-regulated, and as I said, they are rigid, they are not that much flexible, they don't get adjusted or adapted themselves with the changes in the environment immediately. Okay, the next one is investigative personality. Now the name itself signifies that these people like to find out the things, they are very curious about the things, they want to find out the root cause of the problems, why this thing happened, why it didn't happen. So these people are having an analytical and independent thinking, they are very curious about new things, and they are always ready to search for find facts and truth, what is the truth behind particular thing, so you find such type of people are always involved in research, thinking, organizing, investigating, such kind of profession where a lot of investigation is required, where a lot of thinking is required, a lot of research is required, you find such people in such type of professions. Okay, so these people prefer jobs like biologist, economist, mathematician, or news reporters, we find. Okay, because these generalists, they also, they are curious to know about what is the root cause of the problem, how to, why the, what is the truth, they want to present the truth in front of the public. Okay, so that kind of people are involved in such type of jobs. And last one is totally opposite, it's artistic personality, where these people are very creative, imaginative, idealistic, emotional also, and they prefer, of course, very creative work activities which does not have any systematic framework, where the sky is the limit, they have their own creativity, where they can put their ideas into reality. They are quite imagination power is quite good. They like freelance creative expressions, painting, singing, musician, writers, interior decorators, directors. These are the preferred profession by these personalities, because they are not that self regulated, self disciplined people. They want to do something different, they want to make use of their creativity, imagination, and create something different which nobody has created. They don't want to be be in a job like 9 to 5 job, and doing for example a work of an accountant. Such artistic personalities will never prefer to go in such professions where they are self discipline, and they are being tied up in rules and regulations, time bound, you have to do certain activities. No, not at all. These people will day and night work for their creativity. They'll behave as they want, they don't want any sort of restrictions, and they'll not tie up themselves with the rules and regulations. Okay, so these are free people, so they behave like a freelancers. They are found in freelancing most probably, as I said, in various arts. Okay, so these are the 6 types of personality, and these types of personality decides the behavior of an individual, and or you can say that the behavior of a person may be predicted on the basis of the type of personality he belongs to, right? So one by one we saw what are the characteristics of each of the personalities. Now we are about to finish the foundation of personality, where we learned so many things that which has proved that personality definitely is one of the determinant of individual behavior, on which you can judge the individual behavior. Okay, so with this we'll end with today's lecture. Thank you.